Hi, I'm Jamie Durie and I'm delighted to be able to introduce to you the 2009 Boral Design Awards. This competition was created to promote innovative, sustainable and contemporary concepts for realistic residential design. And for the very first time, this National Design Award competition has expanded its parameters to include architectural professionals and students to help them specify proudly Australian-made Boral products, including bricks, tiles, pavers, retaining walls, even timber. The Boral Design Awards is an opportunity to embrace the individual benefits of these Australian-made materials to ensure a more enduring Australian-made home. The competition was judged by an esteemed panel of industry professionals, including Drew Heath from Drew Heath Architects, James Russell from James Russell Architects, Nick Drugas from Metricon, and is chaired by Andrew Mackenzie, Editor-in-Chief of Architectural Review magazine. So please sit back, relax and enjoy the winning designs of the 2009 Boral Design Awards.
Boral decided to do the competition to firstly communicate our product range to the architects and designers, but secondly it was also about thinking about those broader societal issues. So how can we design houses that address issues of sustainability, affordability and buildability, e.g. how do we use the skills that are available in Australia today?
I think buildability was at the forefront of our minds through all the decision making that we made. We wanted to make our project something that could be adaptable to the sort of everyday homeowner and to the everyday suburban site. So yeah, it was a real key feature to what we were doing.
The brief was quite challenging. It was about putting together a contemporary, innovative, sustainable house on a challenging block which was 8 metres wide by 150 metres long, and the house had to be 150 square metres, and they had to include a courtyard or an outdoor living area in their designs, so it was quite a challenging brief for the architects.
The main things that we found of interest was the existing tree on the site, and then we liked the conditions that you had at each extreme. So we liked the idea there was a street on one side and there was a park on the other, so there were kind of two different conditions there. And then also of interest was the fact that the site sloped, so there was a challenge there in how do you deal with the slope on the site.
They had to use Boral bricks, roof tiles, masonry products and timber flooring.
Boral have a number of materials that are made out of natural products, so I think that's the sort of direction that we should be heading in the future with our materials.
It was about having materials that were natural and that didn't require any surface finishes or treatment, their durability, and I also think the ageing appeal of them. As they wear over time, I think they kind of pick up kind of special characteristics which I think are sort of interesting, and I think it's that natural features of those materials which people like.
We analysed the Boral products that were available to us, and we really wanted to choose products that reinforced what we were trying to encapsulate in the concept of the project. So what we were trying to do from the outset was create an ambiguity between inside and out. So we were using bricks in a way that would form wall surfaces that would wrap down to form floor surfaces, and the same with the roof tiles.
But I think one of the key things that we really connect with about some of those products is they seem to have a certain weight to them, and that's something that we're really interested in, is sort of building these buildings that have anchoring to the place that they're built in.
I think traditional building products have a longevity and timeless nature about them that can be really attractive to the prospective designer.
I think materials that don't require a lot of maintenance and upkeep and don't require any extra, say, surface treatment, I think are going to be increasingly important.
So ideas of brick and tile and timber seem to have that sort of strength of substance or, connectiveness to the site.
It's also, when considering traditional materials, it's a chance for a designer to invent a new way of using them and develop an innovative approach, and I think that's something that an architect or designer can really relish and build upon.
I think the innovation came in taking things that have been done before, or taking a traditional material that has been used before and just doing something in a slightly different way.
We took an approach that we wanted to explore the qualities of the brick. The timber was used as decking and some screening around the building, and the tiles, we used a slate tile on our roof. So we're exploring the brick was our main focus on this one.
I like the enduring appeal of the bricks, and I use that for the main sort of structure, and then I used a lot of external timber for some detailing and on some decks and the entry platforms. But I really took the approach that I didn't want my house to be fashionable. I wanted it to have longevity, and so say in 50 years' time it'd still be relevant.
Response was outstanding. We got 114 entries and the quality was outstanding.
I would encourage any practice to enter it. I think it's a really good competition and it's got good prize money.
I think it's a good opportunity. I think it's achievable in terms of its scale and scope. It's not too arduous, you know. It was something that Jeremy and I undertook after hours from our normal daily work, so I think it's a great opportunity to show your wares, basically.
Because it was a national competition, I think we thought in the office that if we were to win it or to place, that would help raise our profile amongst the architectural community.
But I think it's good personally for me for confidence and the ability to, I suppose, have conversations with other designers and they take your ideas seriously.
We think it's important to support young architects and designers. They are the future. They are already designing, they're going to be working in firms tomorrow, they're using innovative designs, they understand sustainability, they're building that into their design concepts, and we would like them to obviously use our products into the future.
Well, personally, we say thank you because it's just given us such a great opportunity to really pursue an architecture sort of unfettered by commercial demands. But within saying that as well, it also gives us sort of potent grounds to explore problems that I think all architects are facing across Australia.
Here's our opportunity to actually explore some ideas and sort of develop and generate things that perhaps we wouldn't have been afforded the opportunity should we have had an actual particular client.
There's a housing crisis, there's an affordability crisis, and for a competition to look at those concerns and give architects the opportunity to address those concerns, I think it's a really good thing.
Well, I think the beauty with the competition is it's very accessible to everybody. There's not very many restraints on who can enter, so I mean that's an attraction.
Even if I didn't win, it was something that I could show a potential employer. I am interested in architecture and I do have ideas, and that it's just, generating a body of work.
I guess our first impressions that it probably was going to be one of the bigger architectural practices in Australia that had the resources to put into the competition to actually win it, and that's why we're surprised as just two young architects that gave it a go. And we love architecture, we love what we do, and that was what we were taking from it, and just to win has just been
That's right, yeah.
just an added bonus on top, really.
Yeah.
So exciting stuff.